So just a helpful sort of roadmap for what to expect today. Pretty short on slides, pretty long on discussion, so count on discuss the thoughts here. We're just going to provide a brief intro. We're just going to talk about what do we know in terms of how you can define mistreatment towards justice or enforcement. What's the sort of scope of the problem? We're going to take some time to reflect as a small group, which is also maybe about some experiences that you've had personally, either being involved with resident mistreatment as a resident or witnessing it at your program or hearing about it from friends or colleagues or something. We do have some data to share. So a recent survey that Dr. Santen can elaborate on a bit more, but your institution, we have some mistreatment data based by surveys for residents across all programs and also specific surveys. And then we talked about sort of some practices, best practices for finding solutions. So what can we do at the institutional level? Maybe if we have some time, we can talk about sort of what personal level and stack this and then hopefully at the end we'll have time to sort of come up with some action items to clues of things that you can really take from this, go back to your institution, and maybe what to. So I can, yeah. Don't know my slides that well. I have this last year. So in terms of what mistreatment is, I think important to acknowledge the definition will vary a lot depending on who you ask, right? If you ask a resident, if you ask two residents in the same program with different life experiences, you ask a faculty member, how old school or new school that was. So I think there's a lot of variability depending on who you talk to. Generally, I think the SAEM has chipped in with their own official definition in the early 90s. They said sort of negative behavior that unreasonably negatively affects learners' ability to learn. So it's going since the early 90s, the graduation questionnaire, which goes out to all medical students yearly, that's been surveying about episodes of mistreatment, so it's been an emphasis for the SAEM. And they ask about a wide range of behaviors that they've categorized as mistreatment. So those include things like public humiliation, physical harm with the threat of physical harm, being forced to run errands, unwanted sexual advancements, racist or ethnically discriminatory comments, or receiving a lower grade or being denied opportunities due to race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, things like that. So a pretty wide range of activities. And then there's been a lot of studies about why is this important? Well, obviously, everyone's probably felt some degree of mistreatment. We know that it just stinks, it feels bad. But on top of that, a lot of studies showing that it results in disengagement from learners, from students and residents, depersonalization, so people really tuning out. And then, ultimately, there are studies to show it causes burnout, which is associated with poor patient outcomes. If doctors aren't engaged and passionate and caring about what they're doing, patients will suffer. So with that background in mind in our group, I don't know, do we want to split into two? This is kind of like an in-between group. A couple groups where we can divide up. But just sort of, we can take 10 minutes to sort of reflect on what, why you're, for example, motivated to come to this talk. What have you seen or heard in your institution or from other institutions?